The Apostle Paul was a man who was sensitive to and seeking for opportunities to preach the gospel of Christ. He once wrote these words to the church at Colossae, withal praying for us, that God would open unto us a door of utterance to speak the mystery of Christ. The Apostle Paul understood that these precious opportunities were actually divine appointments where believers needed to speak words of grace, but also words that were seasoned with salt, ready to give an answer to every man. A little later in that very same passage, he wrote these words, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time.
As believers, our primary purpose is to glorify God and to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ far and wide.
We have been given the word and the ministry of reconciliation. We are to daily share Christ, daily walk in wisdom, and daily redeem the time as citizens of this great Commonwealth of Virginia and of the United States of America.
Right now, we have an open door of opportunity to help raise the level of righteousness in Virginia.
We don't endorse candidates or political parties, but we do promote righteous principles, and we always promote biblical values.
We now have an open door to make a difference by voting personally biblical values and encouraging and enabling others to vote on this coming Tuesday, November 2nd.
We have an incredible opportunity to impact policy changes in this election cycle right here in Virginia.
We can see babies who are born alive, not to be left on a table to die, but perhaps to be adopted into a Christian home.
We can see our public schools turn from institutions that focus on radical social engineering to safe places for the instruction of Virginia children.
Imagine, if you will, that we can see the churches and Christian schools in Virginia living in obedience to biblical truth and values without fear of governmental interference or threat.
We can see a return to fiscal sanity with actions like the repeal of the gasoline tax hike that is hurting Virginia citizens at such a difficult time.
We can see a return to science being used as a tool to keep us safe and well, rather than being used as a political weapon.
Open doors, whether for preaching the gospel or standing up for biblical values, demand that Christians exercise their right to vote and use their influence to help others do the same.
We must redeem the time by our involvement, because indeed the days are evil.
God has given us an open door, an opportunity right now, and we must go through it.
For God's glory.
And for the good of all Virginians.